Good afternoon, everyone. Just wanted to do a quick video. Another one of my artistic expressions is to do decorations for parties. In this case, I'm helping out my nephew Rigo. His daughter Juanita is going to be having a quinceañera soon, so we're putting together some decorations. I'll do little video clips of the whole process. All right. Okay, so step number one, get some coffee. That's the first thing. And some black paint. Just some basic black paint is fine. Pour some in, water it down pretty thin. I would say half water, half paint. And you want to prepare some paper. Depending on the color of the flowers you want to make, you could start with the base color, whatever you want it to be, and then you're going to add paint to the edges. In this case, we're making black and white flowers. So I cut out the base color being white, and I'm going to add black to it. I've already started the process. Here are some on the floor. It's taking over my kitchen, but it's okay. So you paint the edges. Just go at it with your fingertips, and you get them on both sides. Right now I have the fan blowing on them, and once they're dry, I'll show you another video and take it from there. Okay, next step, you take a water bottle like that. You spritz it 3 times on each side. Then you crumble it into a ball like that with both hands, and then you unfold it, and you end up with something that looks like that. You want to set your oven to 200, which I've done. And then you stick these in the oven, and you keep a close eye on them, and you basically go through this process with every petal, and you'll put it in the oven for, I would say, 15 to 30 seconds for each one. It should be more than enough to come out okay. And make sure you line your oven with aluminum foil so you don't get paint everywhere. All right. Okay, everybody. Next step, take a needle and thread. I usually use something a little thick, like upholstery thread. And then what you want to do, once you did the last step, you're gonna end up with sheets of paper that look like this. Once you put them in the oven for a few seconds and get them dry, they sort of look like barbecue tortillas. Anyways, so you thread the needle, like I said, and you want to thread a bead on each end. So you start off with a bead, and then you start threading. I usually thread like 7 of them. You could do 8, depending on how full you want the flower to appear. Then once you tie it down, it's going to look like this. So you'll end up with a bead on each side holding it. And then you want to spritz in between each petal. Excuse me. You want to spritz again and get them all wet. And you want to go in between, like I said, and spritz. I would say 1 spritz in between for each, and you go around and you keep spritzing. And then once you have it all spritzed down and moist again, you want to start from the center, and you start really using both hands, of course, but you want to start by squeezing, turning it into a little crushed ball in the middle, and then continue with each petal to go above that. So you're basically crushing them into each other, and you're going to end up with something that looks like this. And then very delicately, you want to start opening one by one petal by one petal. And then once you have that done completely, and you open it delicately, like I said, one by one, you put it back into the oven, and you want to put it in the oven for about a minute or 2 just to get it dry. And then once you take it out of the oven, I'll show you guys what happens next. Alright folks, so once you take it out of the oven, you should end up with something like this. You might have to tweak it a couple of times, you know, reshape the petals with your fingertips and stuff, and make it look as nice and as flower-like as possible. And if you wanted to, you could leave it like that. But I like to take it a step further, and I went ahead and bought a bottle of glitter, and I sprayed it down with glitter, and I think it's it's a nice final touch. And the secondary color for the quinceañera, so the colors are going to be black and white, obviously, and we're incorporating teal as well. So this is one that would be without the glitter, which, like I said, looks nice in itself, but once you blast it with that glitter, I think it makes a huge difference. You see that one has the glitter on it, which actually looks a lot better in person as well, as far as the glitter part. But yeah, that's an idea, you guys. And if you have any questions, feel free to message me. And hope you like them. All right, bye.